30 facts you should know about space. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is about 100,000 light years in diameter. It's about 946 quadrillion 100 trillion kilometers. There are an estimated 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. Light travels at about 299,792 kilometers per second, or 186,282 miles per second. A traveler, moving at the speed of light, would circumnavigate the equator approximately 7.5 times in 1 second. Jupiter has a diameter of about 88,695 miles, or 142,800 kilometers, which is more than 11 times the diameter of Earth. Its volume is over 1,300 times the volume of Earth. This means that Jupiter is so big that over 1,300 Earths could fit inside of it. Venus is not the closest planet to Sun, but Venus is the hottest planet, with surface temperatures over 450 degrees Celsius, or 850 degrees Fahrenheit. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system. It is only about as wide as the Atlantic Ocean, and 18 Mercury would fit inside the Earth. Mercury is very like the Moon. Its surface is covered with impact craters. Earth's moon is thought to have formed in a tremendous collision. A massive object, named Theia after the mythological Greek Titan who was the mother of Selene, goddess of the moon, smashed into Earth, flinging material into space that became the moon. The Sun contains 99.86% of the mass in our solar system. The Sun has a radius of about 432,450 miles, or 696,000 kilometers, while Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, has a radius of about 43,440 miles, or 69,911 kilometers. Even considering all planets combined, they would not come close to filling the volume of the Sun. A clock near a black hole will tick very slowly compared to one on Earth. 1 year near a black hole could mean 80 years on Earth, as you may have seen illustrated in the movie Interstellar. In this way, black holes can be used to travel to the future. The first crewed lunar landing in 1969 was a historic triumph for the USA and humankind. Including the Apollo 11 mission, 12 men have walked on the moon. There are over 500,000 pieces of debris orbiting Earth. Most orbital debris comprises human-generated objects, such as pieces of spacecraft, tiny flecks of paint from a spacecraft, parts of rockets, satellites that are no longer working, or explosions of objects in orbit flying around in space at high speeds. A neutron star can be about the size of a city, but have a mass greater than that of the Sun. The enormous density of a neutron star means a teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh 10 million tons. At only about 12 miles in diameter, a neutron star would fit inside the boundaries of Chicago. Neutron stars have exceptionally strong magnetic fields around them. Comet tails always point away from the Sun due to the solar wind. The solar wind is a stream of charged particles released from the Sun's outermost atmospheric layer, the corona. This plasma mostly consists of electrons, protons, and alpha particles with kinetic energy between 0.5 and 10 kilo-electron volts. Earth is approximately 4.5 billion years old. Our solar system is about 4.6 billion years old. And the Milky Way is a barred spiral galaxy around 13.6 billion years old. Olympus Mons on Mars is the tallest volcano and mountain in the solar system, standing about 22 kilometers or 13.6 miles high. It's about 2.5 times the elevation of Mount Everest and as wide as France. Jupiter's Great Red Spot is a massive storm that has been raging for at least 350 years. It is generally reddish in color, slightly oval in shape, and approximately 16,350 kilometers or 10,159 miles wide, large enough to engulf Earth. As of now, we have discovered over 5,000 exoplanets in other star systems. Saturn's rings are composed mainly of ice particles, rock debris, and dust. Saturn's rings are about 175,000 miles, or 282,000 kilometers across, but only about 3,200 feet, or 1,001 kilometers thick. If you had a model of Saturn that was a meter stick wide, 3 feet, its rings would be about 10,000 times thinner than a razor blade. The current space speed record holder for fastest human-made object is NASA's uncrewed Parker Solar Probe. On 21 September 2023, assisted by several flybys of Venus that allowed it to slingshot off the planet's gravity, Parker Solar Probe clocked up a speed of 635,266 kmph, or 394,736 mph. Pluto was reclassified from a planet to a dwarf planet in 2006 by the International Astronomical Union. A dwarf planet is a celestial body that orbits the Sun, has enough mass to assume a nearly round shape, has not cleared the neighborhood around its orbit, and is not a moon. Dark matter is a ghost in our universe. Dark matter must be there. When we estimate how much normal mass galaxies have, in stars for instance, we find that there's just not enough there for them to hold together under gravity. Dark matter makes up about 27% of the universe's mass and energy, but it is invisible and detectable only through its gravitational effects. Dark energy accounts for about 68% of the universe, driving its accelerated expansion. Dwarf planet Ceres is the largest object in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and it's the only dwarf planet located in the inner solar system. It was the first member of the asteroid belt to be discovered when Giuseppe Piazzi spotted it in 1801. The Sun sends out a constant flow of solar material called the solar wind, which creates a bubble around the planets called the heliosphere. The heliosphere acts as a shield that protects the planets from interstellar radiation. Scientists think the Oort cloud is a giant spherical shell surrounding our solar system. It is like a big, thick-walled bubble made of icy pieces of space debris the sizes of mountains and sometimes larger. The Oort cloud might contain billions, or even trillions, of objects. A red giant forms after a star has run out of hydrogen fuel for nuclear fusion and has begun the process of dying. A star maintains its stability through a fine balance between its own gravity, which holds it together, and the outwards pressure from ongoing thermonuclear fusion processes taking place at its core. Alexei Arkhipovich Leonov was a Soviet and Russian cosmonaut, Air Force Major General, writer, and artist. On 18th of March 1965, he became the first person to conduct a spacewalk, exiting the capsule during the Voskhod 2 mission for 12 minutes and 9 seconds. Additionally, the low temperatures and lack of water on most planets and moons make it difficult for plants to survive and thrive. In conclusion, wood is rarer than diamonds in the universe due to several factors, including the abundance of carbon and the unique environmental conditions required for it to form. In about 4.5 billion years, the Milky Way will smash into the Andromeda Galaxy in an event already dubbed the Andromeda-Milky Way collision. Astronomers are still attempting to predict what it will be like when the Andromeda Galaxy and the Milky Way eventually collide. Gamma-ray bursts are the most energetic events in the universe, releasing more energy in seconds than the Sun will in its entire 10 billion-year lifetime. And if you want to know about zombie planets, then you should watch this video too.